Hello students, my name is Liz Attia and today's topic is the court hierarchy. Okay, so the court hierarchy. So in New South Wales, the court system has three tiers: the lower, intermediate and superior courts. So the lower courts hear minor matters, usually by a magistrate. Their cases are heard without a judge or without a jury. It includes the local court, the coroner's court, the children's court and the land and environment court. So some of the matters that might be heard, for example, in the local court are things like traffic infringements, AVO applications, minor summary matters such as theft or shoplifting, minor drug possession charges under a particular quantity, for example, of drugs in possession. They might be some of the examples of the matters which are heard in the lower court. Moving on, for example, to the intermediate court. The intermediate court hears more serious matters and also hears appeals from the lower courts. It includes the district court and is usually presided over by a single judge. And there is in fact going to be uploaded for this week's material a worksheet where you're asked to actually research further the different courts, and the answers will actually be uploaded for you as well so that you can have a look at that in a few weeks' time. The types of matters that are heard by the New South Wales District Court and who it's presided over and what kinds of thresholds are considered in the intermediate court. So just know, I guess, that between the District Court and the Superior Court of the New South Wales Supreme Court, there is a statutory threshold for the remedy and the compensation which can be awarded. It's up to $750,000 in the District Court and then more than $750,000 for the Supreme Court. So the superior courts hear more serious matters. They also hear appeals from lower and intermediate courts. It's the highest court in each state or territory from which appeals can be made to the High Court of Australia, which is part of the federal court system, and it includes the Supreme Court and the New South Wales Court of Appeal. So like I said, here more serious criminal matters as well as appeals from the lower courts. And it's the highest court within New South Wales that then can actually go to the federal system. The federal court system has a similar hierarchy to the state system. It includes the Federal Magistrates Court, the Federal Court of Australia, the Family Court of Australia and the High Court of Australia. We won't necessarily need to go into a lot of the detail for the purposes of what we need to cover in this unit, but be mindful that alongside the state court system there is the federal court system. They hear particular matters, particularly the High Court of federal significance to do with Australia's international obligations or the authority or power of the Commonwealth to enact certain legislation. So if in fact there's a cause of action about legislation which has been passed that is deemed to be unconstitutional because it overreaches the power of the federal parliament to actually make, then that would actually be appealed in the High Court as actually contravening the Constitution itself. Once again, there is going to be a worksheet that's uploaded and you are asked to actually fill in that table because it will help to crystallise for you, based on your research, the additional detail required to identify what kinds of matters are heard in the different court systems and knowing what the jurisdiction is and also the precedent and how it flows in the New South Wales court system as well as in the federal court hierarchy. Thank you, students. That brings today's topic to an end.